the river
Do you reckon they're all moving to training?
That's a name which is back in favour after a start in Victorian times when it was sometimes called
to tell Mum we got
Trent.
caught in the rain in
An
the
easy boat
April.
trip from Poole Quay will take you to Wareham for fish and chips on its quay, or a walk around its Saxon defences. If you look between the houses on the left, you can see the beach. We're on a thin spit of land between Poole Harbour to our right and the English Channel to our left.
Maybe David stops to allow everyone to move to the bottom. Oh God. It's only water. Isn't it, mate? Wasn't raining when we started this tour. We thought it was going to rain when Anne goes there. We're not even at the end of the tour yet. At least it won't be busy in the top then. I reckon these people will get off at Poole Quay. We finally got rain after ages.
Are you still filming the trip?
Yeah.
How long of it are you filming?
Until it gets to like 30% maybe, my iPad. So it could even be all the trip, yeah, it could even be.
People can watch it on GDZ.
It's nice to get a bit more of a trip than just the usual bits.
We can sightsee on it.
Please don't be anything like the New Forest Tour Green Route. It was raining really hard when it was on that one, so.
Unless it's only in this area,
It's not too bad. I'm getting wet. We're going to be soaked by the time we get off this. We're mad going on this in the rain.
so fast.
Haven't got a yellow weather warning of thunder. Oh wow, we didn't bring the right clothes for the weather.
Looking forward to LX05 beeping.
I'm filming. I reckon most of it filmed. We did hear it too. The engine's not too loud on here. It's louder than the others.
Well, it's sort of stabbed at the fire, if that's fine, eh?
Yeah, we would have sort of stabbed at the fire, Mick, if that was fine, eh?
Get to film LX05 GDZ. Nick, that's LX05 we're on.
It was running.
I didn't run it in, it was fine.
We might not have time to go on it tomorrow, if he asks.
Well, Edinburgh might be able to take it.
Yes. So that's all I've said at the time, if he does. Ask.
Double check with that.
Before you actually do on it. It's not supposed to rain today, so it's tomorrow it could be dry.
It's game 8-9. Well, I suppose we could watch it from the shelf. It's very game-wise.
My iPad's not going
Coming
very
up on the
well.
left is where
actually.
cars queue for the ferry across to the perfect sandy beach of Shell Bay and the rest of the Isle of Purbeck. It only takes about 3 minutes and is great for pedestrians and cyclists too. Because of the very strong tidal currents that run through the harbour entrance, the ferry pulls itself along on 2 large chains. When the chains are worn out, they're used by local
Number
fishermen
6
to
has got a
provide
good idea, not
moorings in
running
the
an
harbour.
open.
Beyond the ferry, we come to all fabulous properties, many lived in
That
by
made me
well-known
jump.
people such as Harry Redknapp. Harry's a local treasure in these parts because in his time he's managed Bournemouth, Southampton and Portsmouth.
Why was he beeping it?
Because he was in the way.
What did the more bus driver note?
He does beep at everyone. Do you reckon he'll do that for us when we get off?
If you ask him.
Oh yeah, he said when we got off.
He said when we get off he will.
Walk down.
That was a different noise when I had the two with Ella, and that was a different.
Even different. That is loud. And that is.
Only makes me jump a tiny bit. He doesn't like naughty drivers then.
He'll still do it for us. If we ask him, he will.
Bit of rain actually feels quite nice.
The
It's
tip
been
of the
really hot.
Sandbanks Peninsula has been called the Monte Carlo of the South Coast
God.
and has one of the highest land
he gonna
values
toot
in
again?
the world, just behind Tokyo and Manhattan. Until the 1920s, this place was covered in rabbit-infested sand dunes.
It is
But by
loud,
1999, plots were being bought and sold for more than £1 million. The most sought-after ones have water frontage, often with their own land.
Nick, I'm going to
estate.
stand in the
This is
front
a
of a
place where
bus
a
when
developer
David's
might
about
pay
to
£5
turn.
million for a plot of land, tear down a perfectly good new house on it, and put up a steel and glass super home selling for £10 million. As well as houses, there are a couple of hotels, shops, and places to eat, including one of Rick Stein's restaurants. The former Beatle John Lennon bought a house here for his aunt Mimi in 1965, and he would often visit
Often
to
they're
escape
getting
the
on city
limelight and the
sites.
screaming fans. She continued to live here until her death in 1991. The following year, the house was bulldozed, and today a new house sits on the site.
Yeah.
Clouds are getting lighter. It does work for horn on it. How it does.
The horn on this bus is broken last time we went.
This one's got a slightly
Yeah.
better horn than Vicky. Yeah. So dodgy. Sets down the bar. Up. Filmed it too. got it. But it's depending on if I squeeze.
Nick, it's very breezy, isn't it? And Angle's horn was very loud.
Not as loud as Nick, it's I think it was saying bye to something. So he does do it. It's filmed him live in and Angle live. Filmed him live. Oh, there's a fire coming. A fire engine!
Declan would have been happy when it sounded a siren.
Nick, do you reckon he'll toot for us, that driver? Yes!
We'll make sure he does.
Easy.
Brownsea Island is across the water to our left. It's very popular with walkers, bird watchers, and theatre-goers with the open-air productions team.
David's got his favourite
Brownsea
bus.
is on the left-hand end of the island. It's next to the John Lewis partnership, because of the Waitrose supermarket chain and the John Lewis department stores. It's used for trading and as a retreat for staff to stay in and enjoy sharing it with the rest of the peacocks and feathered squirrels.
Last side whip. He said when he get off.
He said when I got that one.
What?
He said when I got that one.
Behind Brownsea
I'll
Island sits
my horse.
Mersey Island and the Wych Farm oil field. It was developed by BP in the late 1980s, and at its peak it was Western Europe's largest onshore oil field, producing over 100,000 barrels of oil a day. The oil field is in one of the country's most environmentally sensitive areas. The drillers used a directional drilling technique to tap into reservoirs extending quite out 10 miles under Poole Bay to the area in front of Bournemouth Pier. The oil and gas extracted are pumped through an underground pipeline to the 40
Sailboats, windsurfers, kitesurfers and cargo vessels are not the only activity in the waters. The biggest ones you will see belong to the ferry companies linking the pool with the Channel Islands.
I'll be meeting Ellen's sister tomorrow as well.
Named Channel 2515,
See this bus tomorrow.
is only
Checking it and seeing for Ellen.
sometimes you can see inflatable boats containing members of the Special Boat Service and the SDS.
Imagine Angel won't have this one tomorrow.
And mostly like
Oh, he did say it was working.
just across a lifting bridge in Poole. The SBS is the UK's equivalent of the US Navy SEALs. They specialise in amphibious operations using mini-subs and small boats for intelligence gathering and counter-terrorism operations.
Also on the water, but trained to save lives rather than to take them, are lifeboats from the Royal National Lifeboat Institution's headquarters and college, which are also in
Whitecliff.
The RNLI is a charity that has saved lives at sea around the coasts of Great Britain since its foundation in 1824, and its lifeboats, whose crew members are mostly unpaid volunteers, help more than 15,000 people every year. If you see bright orange boats, they could well be lifeboats being tested or crew being trained, and the local authorities support RNLI lifeguard stations on Poole and Bournemouth's 7 miles of sandy beaches, helping you to swim in the clean and safe conditions which have won the European Black Award over 20 times since the 1980s, more than any other British resort.
Mark, you made it now.
Oh, we're going under the bridge. Just imagine if it beats it in this. How loud would that be? Oh,
We've been travelling through the area called Lilliput, and now we're beginning to get close again to shallow tidal inlets and reclaimed land
I
on
bet
the
he does
left.
that for us.
The road narrows to go under a high railway bridge carrying the main railway line between Weymouth and London Waterloo. It takes about 2 hours by train to London. Some people commute there from this area every day. Further west at Wareham, the line used to connect with Welshland to Swanage and was taken up in the early
I've got
1970s.
to go on other
Soon after, a group of enthusiastic local volunteers joined together to reopen a short section of the track to steam trains. They've been so successful that special steam trains from London can now run occasionally between London and Swanage, and there are hopes of a permanent connection to the rest of the rail network.
I just said, what now? LX05 GDZ!
Then it'll be half an hour left, and then when we get to Hawking, then it'll be keep it moving.
Oh,
Yeah, we keep it moving.
we get the full kick.
Yeah, might do it, but might do that.
Oh, yeah.
Could go down and sit in the Hawking if you want. Ask to be Paul.
Yeah, ask him to beat the horn while we stop for 10 minutes at Port Key, mate.
We could do it if we wanted to.
Slowing down to
Yes!
Port
Key, we'll do it here.
Yeah, do it Hawking. It'll be less busy now.
in 2019.
Because it stops in 10 minutes there, so we do it, shall we do it there quick?
The Civic Centre was built
Yeah.
in modern limestone in 1941 in the Art Deco style.
Do it at
On the
Hawking.
outside,
We'll do
just
it
below
at...
the cast iron and
It's
lead
less
guttering
busy
are
there,
24
we
superb
might do it.
sculptured stone reliefs depicting historical events from the earliest times to the 20th century.
I know this
Poole
is
Park
loud.
was constructed on land given to people of Poole by Lord Whittle. Covering more than 100 acres, the area used to be farmland and grazing meadows.
Get out
and was
of us
opened
in
by
here.
Edward,
And then after it
Prince of
crashed
Wales
the
in
back
horn,
in.
1890.
go back in and...
Known as the People's Park, the area is well used by locals and visitors alike. If you fancy stretching your legs, there is a flat half-hour walk from here to Poole Quay.
The Romans made a supply base in the harbour when they
That's
invaded
it, stop.
2,000 years ago.
It
But
will.
until Norman times, 1,000 years later,
Are you ready for it to
where
turn up,
was the
okay?
more important
Yeah.
port? In the Middle Ages, Poole suffered raids by Spanish and French
To make
attackers.
you hear the horn of
Gained
Poole.
some prosperity when it won the right to export wool, a product so
God, I have to
vital to
film
the
when
country's
we're about to go to
economy
Poole
that
Quay,
even
so
today,
we've got a skin
the Speaker of
driver
the House of Lords
question.
has a symbolic sack of wool as his throne.
Won't ask you
After
whilst
the
at
new
Poole
colonies
Quay.
in North America had been founded, Poole had
mates
lucrative
stop
trade
will
exporting
last.
all kinds of provisions,
the horn at the
including
main.
tobacco pipes made of clay from around the harbour. But the real money spinner was trading dried cod from Newfoundland to the Catholic countries of Europe
But I
to
think
meet
it's
their
already
demand
due
for
at Poole
fish
Quay,
in
though, so if it's
exchange
running
for
late,
wine
we won't be
and
able
olive oil
to.
from the Mediterranean. This made local merchants vastly rich and explains the opulent houses you'll see in the High Street and on the quay in Poole. But 200 years ago, other ports took over this trade, and Poole dwindled in importance as its harbour proved too shallow for the new generation of ships.
No, I think they still have to wait 10 minutes. No, they don't. Even if they're left. No matter if they're late, they still have to stop.
12:49, so it's a minute till it's due now. Oh, Ashley got married. Oh yeah, I remember Ashley. Oh, David's got out.
Want to move forward a bit so everyone knows seats?
I'm alright here. Oh no, he's got back in. It is David!
He'll do it at Poole.
Yeah, just ask him. He's...
It does say late cars. Might go a bit faster. We're not far.
But he sometimes does get out at Poole Quay.
They have to wait at Poole Quay. That's their break. As we said, when we get back to Poole Quay, I definitely will. Poole Quay pretty much an open air, isn't it? American truck or this run.
Nick, do you think the horn sounds a bit like an American train?
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it?
So it is a modified horn.
12:52.
Oh, so we might not have time to do it then. So he wants to be back at the pier. time.
What Tourette's?
What did he
To our
say
left is the
there?
main pool
don't
bus
think he said a
station.
very nice
And to
word.
our right
What,
is
to
the
the bus
Lighthouse, Falls Centre for the
On
Arts.
the right?
Housing a variety of different performance spaces, it is one of the largest art centres outside of London. As well as being home to the world-famous Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra,
Likes
it has
to
also
the
hosted many
buses.
famous bands from Oasis to U2, and singers Kate Bush and Tina Turner. Michael Jackson even played the venue early in his career as part of the Jackson 5. In front of us is the large Barclays House. The iconic building has dominated the centre of Poole for more than 40 years and, at its peak, employed more than 2,500 people. Locally, if you did not work there yourself, you would almost certainly know someone who did. To our left is the Dolphin Shopping Centre, formerly the Poole Arndale Centre, one of 23 Arndale centres built by property developers Arnold Harker and South Chippendale, the Arndale being a portmanteau of their names, Arnold and Chippendale. Whilst never being celebrated for its architectural merit, it was one of the first American-style shopping malls to be built in the UK. As we travel over Towngate Bridge, we cross the main London Waterloo to Weymouth railway line and have views across to Hulse Bay to our right, a large area of Poole Harbour which is reached by the narrow channel that runs in front of Poole Quay. This area is known as Hunger Hill and was the site of a windmill, benefiting from winds coming in from the southwest across Poole Harbour, at one time seen as a miserable and desolate
Under an hour
place
to
where nothing
get
would
to
grow,
GDZ.
hence the name Hunger. We will now be passing on our right a number of buildings of the RNLI. The RNLI, one of the country's biggest charities, has its headquarters based here in Poole. In addition to the central administration, this is also where new lifeboats are designed, tested and put through their sea trials. There is a college where crew members can learn the vital skills that allow them to go out in all weathers and help mariners in distress. The college includes an indoor training pool that can simulate the worst of sea conditions, with waves, wind, rain, and even artificial thunder and lightning. The pool also allows crews to practice their capsize drills with full-size inshore lifeboats that can be tipped over on purpose and then righted again, all inside the training pool.
In the Apple Key. It's meant to leave Poole Quay at 1 o'clock. What's the time? Oh, so he'll probably leave straight away if he's running a bit late. He'll... Not raining now, it's...
We will soon be at Poole Quay, where the bus will turn left before stopping outside the Thistle Hotel. Please remain seated until the bus has come to a stop. If you have a bus and boat combination ticket, please head straight to the Blue City Cruises kiosk back along the quayside to reserve your place on your preferred sailing. There are lots of things to see and do on Poole Quay, but be sure to take a walk through the old town and see some of the historic buildings, with the oldest Scotland's